orange drink effect. If you haven't heard about it, let me tell you the story. I went up and I visited my cousin Bob up in Chicago. And he's been in advertising off and on for the last 20 years. And he had a project for Sunkist. Sunkist was coming out with a new orange drink at the time, and they wanted him to do some market research. And so he said, sure, $10,000. He said, fine. So he got some Crush orange soda, which he described as the worst tasting, gag you in the mouth orange drink on the market. It was really bad. He took some of that orange drink and he put it in a small little cup, and he marked it Crush. Then he took the same orange soda, same Crush, he put it in another little cup. He left that plain. Again, he took the same drink and he put it in another cup, and he marked it Sunkist. So we've got the same drink in 3 different cups, one marked Crush, one plain, and one marked Sunkist. So we have hundreds of people take this little test, and they had to describe, what did you think of this, what do you think of this drink? He said in 90% of the cases, the people who tried Crush thought it was the worst tasting thing. Oh, you shouldn't even be serving this. Oh, it's nasty. When they tried the milk cup, they said, well, it's okay, certainly nothing special, but when they tried the Sunkist, yeah, now this is what orange drink ought to be like. Now, when he told me that story, I was a little incredulous, because how could this be? I knew he wasn't lying to me, but how could educated... Oh, yeah, that's the trick. Educated. These were not educated people. These were the lowlife, the scum, the postal workers, the mailmen of the world. Yeah, that's the reasoning. This certainly wasn't true of the intelligent, sophisticated people that I knew, right, Eric? Of course not. But just for the heck of it, I decided to try that same experiment here at South County Toastmasters. And I did. A few months back, we had 23 Toastmasters basically take the same test. In place of Crush, we had Shasta, which everybody knows is the cheap local brand. And Jim, if you hold up a little Shasta bottle just to sort of represent, I couldn't even find a Shasta bottle. I must be off the market now in some way. We tried Brand X, which was sort of I told you it was a brand new drink coming out. And again, we tried to compare that against Minute Maid, which was the so-called premium brand, the expensive brand. Now, in all cases, the drinks were the same. They were all Shasta. But when we took the test, let me ask you a question. Which brand do you think got the lowest score from the club? Shasta's right. Shasta's the cheap one. Which brand do you think got the highest rating? Minute Maid, that's right. So, if our philosopher was here, I'm sure he could even deduce it. I'm sorry Jay's not here, but of course Brand X is in between. What I was thinking about this, it's so amazing, because the reality is every drink was the same, but because our belief was Minute Maid is better than Shasta, our perception was, our taste was, Minute Maid tastes better than Shasta. So I said, man, this belief stuff is very powerful. I'm going to have to think about it. Go ahead, give me a seat. Actually, that's one word that I don't like to use. In fact, Jay talked about belief. He talked about belief and believing. And let me tell you why I don't like to use those words. Because if you look in the dictionary, it says belief, a feeling that something is real or true. Now, it doesn't have to be true, but as long as you feel it's true, then it's a valid belief. Aliens landed in Roswell, New Mexico. I saw the guy on TV. I believe it. Right, Brent? Yeah. Elvis Presley's alive in Kentucky. He's working at a donut store. I believe that. Inquiring minds want to know, even if they have to sort of make it up. You can't discuss any topic intellectually with these people because their ideas are based upon belief, not upon fact or thought. Consumer advocate Ralph Nader, he says about 99% of the information that comes to us says, don't create, obey, do what you're told, trust me, just believe me. He said when he was 10 years old, his father asked him the question. He said, Ralph, what are you going to do today? Are you going to think? Or are you going question I have for you tonight, serious as it is, what are you going to do today? What are you going to do tomorrow? Think or believe? You know, I emphasize that point because in one day, one 16-hour period, I had 4 specific instances, 4 times in one day, where these people's beliefs were so nutty, so wacko, that P.T. Barnum would be proud of that statement. Remember what he said? There's a sucker born every minute. Let me give you my stories. Story number 1. I'm on the ride, I'm delivering a parcel to this woman. I start talking to her, and it turns out it's a cleaning product called Quick and Clean. Has anybody ever bought that? Boy, I hope not. $100 it costs. And I said, boy, that's a lot of money. She said, oh, yeah, I know, but you know, it'll take the place of every single cleaning product in the house. Well, that's it. Spick and span, everything, just use this one product. She said, it will save me $2,000 this year. I said, who told you that? She said, I saw it on a TV infomercial. Belief number 1, it cost her $100. Belief number 2, I had 2 so-called intelligent friends of mine called me up that night, and they wanted to know what their email address was. They were on the internet, they didn't quite understand it. They had heard that there was just money waiting for them in banks. Someone had done a database of all these people who closed these bank accounts and nobody had claimed. All you got to do is call in and you can get this money. I said, how much is this going to cost you? He said, oh, it's $20 for 3 states. Oh, man, you multiply that out, and it could be a nice chunk of money. I said, who told you this? She said, oh, I know it's true. We saw it on Oprah. Why, she's got power. Story number 3. I got a tape from a lady on my route. Multi-level marketing tape. Something like Amway, but not Amway. It's another product. This product is, where's George? I want you to listen, George. This is what this product will do to you. You know, fancy tape, fancy marketing. This product will give you more energy. It's run a jet lag, pimples in teenagers. It will help your allergies, asthma, chronic ear infection, chronic sinusitis, headaches, constipation, high cholesterol, PMS, eczema, chronic fatigue, and arthritis. George, you could be healed. Praise the Lord. Yeah, right. George says, here's my wallet. Take everything I got. This belief will only cost you $500 a year, a little bit more. And finally, story number 4. I'm listening to the radio, and this man makes a claim. He says, I was cured of tuberculosis through the power of Christian Science prayer. I want to take this guy, grab him by those cells, and slam him up against the wall because my friend, my best friend, just died. He was 50 years old. He was a Christian Scientist. He didn't go to a doctor. His belief cost him his life. My friend P.T. Barnum was wrong. There isn't a sucker born every minute. There's a sucker born every second. This small sample of people. But instead of just believing, they could have saved themselves hundreds of dollars. And my friend would be alive today. I'd like to close with a quote from Ralph Nader once more. What are you going to do today? What are you planning to do tomorrow? Think